Yeah, I think that's from the, like, do you have like the styrofoam in there? Not the styrofoam, but the cushiony stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's like, it breaks off.
There's tape on the bed.
Nice. Looks good. I want to put the white up.
I just sent you the email. Okay.
Progress, both in the Middle East. This country is doing very well. It has good leadership. It's about leadership. And it's really nice when you say, how is your crime situation? And they don't even know what you're talking about. What do you mean crime? We don't have crime. Because if he has crime, he puts it out very quickly. Some people think that's not nice, but I think it's great. Because people don't want to be mugged and smashed, and they don't want to be stupid people. They have a place that is doing very well. We're very proud of him because we knew each other from the beginning. The first time I met, it was in a hotel, and I was going to meet him, and then Hillary Clinton was following me. Remember Hillary Clinton? And he liked me so much, he never even got to see Hillary. He saw her for about 2 seconds. But he didn't really want to waste a lot of time. He knew what was going to happen. But that was the first time we met, and we had a very good chemistry together. And it continues till today. So I want to thank you all very much. I appreciate the way you covered this really momentous, I've never seen anything like it. The level of love, the level of respect for what it is, and it's, you know, it's peace in the Middle East, and everybody said it's not possible to do. And it's going to happen, and it is happening. It's before your very eyes. And that's why it's become so fascinating. Marco, do you have anything to say?
Egypt's been a phenomenal participant. I think both Steve and Jared will tell you the critical role they played, and they can tell you themselves. They hosted the talks here, and they're going to play a very important role now in the follow-up, the implementation of this, which is really, it's not simply about restoring Gaza, it is about transforming the region. So we have an incredible partner, a long alliance, very capable partner here, and a tremendous collection of leaders. This is clearly, in my mind, I think in the mind of everyone in this room, probably one of the most important days for world peace in 50 years. And that's not an exaggeration.
Only 50?
Maybe 100. Certainly since the end of World War II, Mr. President.
Mr. Witkoff and Mr. Kushner, I'm curious, you played such an important role in the tactical negotiations here. What will your role be going forward as a lot more has to be brought to the table here?
Oh, the minute we had inked the deal, Jared and I were already working on the implementation side of the deal. So we're dug in. We'll be here quite a bit. That's at the direction of the president. That's probably going to be one of the most important phases here. Jared is remarkable to work with. I talk about it all the time. And of course, we both love working for the president. So it's feels like a very honorable job.
Mr. President, would you like to say something with the interpreter?
Yes. اسمحوا لي في البداية أن أنا أرحب بفخامة الرئيس. وأنا سعيد وكل شرف موجودة في شرم الشيخ مدينة السلام. يسمح لي فخامة الرئيس أن أنا اسمي واسم كل المصريين ويمكن حتى لكل محب السلام أوجه لك التحية الأخيرة والاحترام على تحقيق هذا الإنجاز الرائع والعظيم.
Well, first of all, Your Excellency, I welcome you to Egypt. It's a great pleasure and an honor to have you with us here in the city of peace, Sharm el-Sheikh. Allow me also to extend, on behalf of all Egyptians and peace lovers around the world, salute, the appreciation, and the respect for this unprecedented and momentous accomplishment by your hands.
أنا كنت متأكد فخامة الرئيس أنا كان الوحيد القادر على تحقيق هذا الإنجاز وإنهائه.
I've been very confident that Your Excellency is the only one who's capable of bringing this about and bringing an end to this war.
وأنا في خلال اتصالي بفخامة الرئيس ذكرت له ذلك بدقة. قلت له فخامة الرئيس أنت وحدك القادر على تحقيق السلام في منطقتنا.
I even said that very precisely during my communication with Your Excellency, that you are the only one who is able to bring about peace and to achieve peace in this part.
بشكرك فخامة الرئيس.
I thank you, Mr. President.
ولكن عايزين نستكمل نثبت وقف إطلاق النار ونطلق سراح كل الرهائن وحتى يعني للأسف الجثث المتبقية في أسرع وقت عشان تسلم إلى ذويهم في إسرائيل ثم إدخال المساعدات ونستكمل باقي المراحل.
What we need to do now is to fixate the ceasefire, make sure that it maintains and sustains, that we can deliver all of the remaining, the bodies of the deceased to the families, and this is very important, to bring in more humanitarian assistance into the strip, and working very closely on following up the rest of the steps that should be taken to make this successful.
Mr. President, you did very great. Thank you.
That's very nice. Thank you.
He's a good man. He's a good man. We're with him all the way.
Will he be on the Board of Peace, sir?
I'd like to have him on the board. I'd like to. We may need an interpreter, but that's okay.
الرئيس موجود أنا هبقى موجود.
As long as the President, His Excellency,
You can't do better.
the Board of Peace, I'll be there.
We've had many leaders want to be on the board, actually. The Board of Peace, it's taken on, Steve, I'd say a life of its own. Do you want to discuss that? What's happened?
I think we have a long list of applicants to be on that
Yeah,
board.
everybody wants to. That's very nice. That's better than the other way. Usually it's the other way. Nobody wants to be on the board. But it's really taken on, this whole thing has taken on a life that's very different. So it's been really a great honor. And you people have done a fantastic job, I want to tell you. We appreciate it very much.
Rusty.
Thank you very much, everybody.
All right, thank you, guys. Go, thank you.
Hold it 1 second. Yes.
أنا عايز دعم فخامة الرئيس ورعايته معانا في مؤتمر إعادة الأمن.
I just want and look forward to Your Excellency's support and your sponsorship with us in the conference for the reconstruction.
Thank you. 100%. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
All right, thank you, guys. Let's go. Thanks, guys. Let's head out. Violet done. Oh my God.
Sounds like they're selling that.
My friend. You know how tough this man is, but I like him. I like him.
سماحة العدة اللي معي العدة اللي معي
I got this one.
كده هو الاثنين زد 9 أرميني حددنا عليك تقريبا احنا بنستخدم رقم
That's what I'm shooting at, so it's nice. 35, yeah, fixed.
محمد مصطفى احنا في الصورة التذكارية ما تنسيش الغرابة دلوقتي الاثنين بص بعد هو الفلاش ده ايه؟ الفلاش رابيدو؟ رابيدو مين اللي هو Bulgaria. Bulgaria?
Italy.
There he is. Give me a nice nomination. Just get plenty of oil.
Pakistan. Ha bukan. Arkası bize de arkası. Alpinde. Azerbaycan mı? Yes. Baku? Yes. Azerbaycan çok güzel. Çok güzel. Evet. Resimler gönderiyor musunuz hemen mi?
Hemen.
Ha. İnternet?
Evet.
Telefon interneti mi?
Evet.
Gösterme. سماحة هو رابط الكاميرا على النتورك وبيبعت الصور على طول كلها دايركت. لا نتورك. الحتة اللي احنا فتحناها في الكاميرا هو مركب على لين بس. 4 dənə şəkil atmışam axı. Sən indi 2 dənə görürsən nesə abi. Yuxarıda da atmışam. Bir dənə cavab yaz da, hə, yox. Tamam. Daniel, is this the last one? Or
Each has to go, yeah?
A lot of cash, a lot of unlimited cash. He's a good man.
So he's the ambassador in Japan.
We should have the FIFA bag too.
كده نبدأ من الأول تاني؟
لا هيوقفوا بقى يبدأوا يوقفوا الناس.
Hey, Florio. We can't see the people in the back row. We can't see the people in the back row. If they take a step down in the front, we can get them all.
هتنزل كل دول؟ ده بيطلب المستحيل. كلهم شبك في البتاع والله.
smile. The biggest ever, right?
Back.
Biggest.
راجع بجنبها وتجيب داهية ما تزقنيش.
And the press has treated us very well. Everybody likes us. The press is actually treated us well. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Daniel, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, there's not a single person. Yeah, when we were in here, like we were lying down before. We didn't do that. I just haven't. The rest of us came here. We tried to say too soon, and then it just like, you know how it goes. Yeah, I guess it started.
İsmail abi ne Celalettin abi geldi mi? Ne yapıyor? Ya dolaşıyorsa. İyi ya. I'm not doing it. It looks like they're going to sign papers and documents.
Hello. You guys are good right over my head, right?
I have no idea. My schedule has gone out the window. Yeah. Spending the night, Kevin? Did you get a room tonight?
Yeah, 2.
Bring your night bag?
Yep.
Everything is the first line is done. Okay?
No.
Why you know?
Not
I am
happening.
official.
Not happening. I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Okay, ماشي هذاك.
I mean, I care about our picture.
لا لا أنا قلت
أنا There we go. Trump's in, guys. من فضلك هنا.
He's calling.
I can't. There's no.
Qatar, Egypt.
Right.
Whoop.
Thank you very much, everybody. This is a tremendous day for the world. It's a tremendous day for the Middle East. And you can can see that this is probably the greatest assemblage of countries in terms of wealth and power maybe ever assembled, and it's just an honor to be a part of it. We're going to be signing a document that's going to spell out a lot of rules and regulations and lots of other things, and it's very comprehensive, but we've already signed documents in the Middle East and having to do with Israel and Hamas and just about everything else, and it's really working out incredibly well. The hostages, as you know, were let go on time, on schedule. The very sad situation of bodies, which was always a sad situation, and they're being sought out, and they're working with many different people, finding some were brought in and some were not, and they're working out to find out where those bodies are. It's hard to believe that you even have to say something like that. It's so sad. It's so sad. But what's not sad is that we have finally, after, I guess they say 3,000 years, I've heard from 3,000 years to 500 years, but whatever it is, it's a lot. But this was the one, this was the granddaddy of them all, and frankly, I thought this was probably going to be the toughest, and maybe in many ways it was, but we had a lot of good talent. Steve Witkoff, Jared, and Marco, and Pete, and General Kane was so great. John Ratcliffe was incredible. We had an amazing array of talent, and we were helped by, in particular, the countries represented at this table. I will say, Tamim, you were fantastic, and your country is unbelievable, and I don't think they give you a fair shake. They talk about you as though you're not a nice person, and you happen to be a nice person. You happen to live in a little tough neighborhood. You're surrounded by everybody. And without you, this wouldn't have happened. And I just want to thank you very much. That's Qatar. And he's a great friend. He's an amazing leader. And another man who's been a friend of mine for a long time. I don't know what it is. I like the tough people better than I like the soft, easy ones. I don't know what the hell that is. It's a personality problem, I suspect. But this gentleman from a place called Turkey has one of the most powerful armies actually in the world. It's much more powerful than he even lets known. If you look at some of the recent conflicts, he was at the top of them, and he was winning them, and he did win them. And he doesn't want any credits, he doesn't want anything, he just wants to be left alone. He's a tough cookie, but he's been my friend. And every time I've ever needed him, he's been there for me. So I just want to thank President Erdogan, Turkey. And NATO has a problem with him because he is difficult. They call me, they said, would you do me a favor, could you speak to Erdogan? And I do, and he never fails us, right, General? He never fails. He's amazing. So I just want to thank you for the friendship. It's great. Thank you very much. And then, of course, we have the host tonight, and I just want to thank you very much. There was a reason we chose Egypt, because you were very helpful, and very, very helpful. Everybody wanted to have this, but we really thought it was appropriate, and you are a great leader. You have very little crime. We have problems that other countries don't have, and of course, nothing's perfect, but the job you do is amazing, and I want to thank you. Another one, we've been my friend right from the beginning. During the campaign against crooked Hillary Clinton, have you heard of her? We were both downstairs waiting to go up to meet this gentleman who has a place called Egypt, the oldest civilization. They say 6,000 years. China is 5,000 years, but you're actually number one, 6,000 years. Can you believe it? But the oldest, they say, civilization. But so I went up to meet him first, and we like each other so much that she waited for about an hour and a half. And I think your meeting lasted about 2 minutes with her. So I always remembered that. But that was our first meeting. We had great chemistry together. And he's a fantastic man and a fantastic general, by the way. But he's a great, great president. And I want to thank Egypt and all of your representatives for treating us all so well. Thank you very much. So we're really representative of a whole group of nations, and they're sitting behind us, and you know most of them. I can tell you this guy's got so much money. They all have so much money. There's more money and power sitting behind us. I love that they're behind us. They've never been sitting behind anybody before. This is a very unique position for them, but they are seriously, they're among the most powerful countries in the world, the richest countries in the world, and there's never been really an assemblage like what we have today. I don't think I've never seen it anyway. And I want to thank everybody for being with us. Man, I just solved the war for him. Azerbaijan. Oh, did I do a good job? Where did you come picture here? Where is Arius? You guys are still getting along, right? We fought for 32 years. In about 1 hour we settled it, right? And they like each other now, too. That's great. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here. Italy, she's a very strong ruler. She's doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Thank you very much. So many, but we're actually going to be making a speech after this, so this is just a very important signing, but we're doing a signing, then we're doing a speech, and then I may stay behind with the leaders just to talk about that, some things without the press. I want to thank the media for you've been so respectful on this deal. You know the importance of the deal, and I really, it was so pleasant to watch. I was on the plane for quite a while listening to the various newscasts, and they were all fair. They were talking about how incredible this is. This is an incredible day for the world, let alone the Middle East. So I just wanted to thank the media. They really treated it with respect. I wish you could be like that on other things, but that's perhaps too much to ask for. But on this, tremendous, everybody feels the same. Just tremendous respect, and we appreciate it very much. Can we get the documents, please? Okay.
Right here.
Okay. Okay. This took 3,000 years to get to this point. Can you believe it? And it's going to hold up, too. It's going to hold up. Okay, thank you. You can use my pen if you want. Have a pen? Want to use mine? Okay. Okay. Okay.
You can hold it up for
Okay, fine. I think we're going to hold it up. I don't hold up the signature page, yeah. So we're going to go and I'm going to say a few words. We'll give you a little speech, and then we're going to meet with the leaders after that and spend a little time together without the media. The media is invited to the speech. I just want to tell you the people behind me and some of the people in the room that are so helpful, but the people behind me are the greatest leaders, most powerful leaders, the richest leaders, frankly. Sometimes it's not politically correct to say that, but I'll say it, the richest in the world that the world has ever seen. And yet when you get to know them, I know every one of them in their own way, and I can say in particular some, because that's the way life works, but some of the greatest people you'll ever meet, and people that really care for their countries. And why this happened is they all came together and they wanted to get Gaza straightened out. They wanted to get the whole thing straightened out. It got to a point where it was just crazy. And once they got together and once we started talking, it went really, Tamim, it went smoothly. It went so smoothly. You were such a big help, but it went so smoothly that nobody can even believe it, that we're sitting here and getting this all certified out and all done. And everybody's happy about it. Everybody's happy about it, like I've never seen before, actually. I've done other deals, and people don't care as much. Big deals, I think they're big deals, but this is something that's taken off like a rocket ship. And it did from the beginning, and I've heard for years, this is the biggest deal, it'll never happen. For years, long before I ran for office, that this is the Middle East. It's the biggest, most complicated deal. And also it's the place that could lead to tremendous problems like World War III. They always talked about World War III would start in the Middle East. And that's not going to happen. We don't want it to start anywhere, actually, but it's not going to happen. So I just want to thank everybody, and I'll see you in a little while. And in particular, thank you all. Thank you, Tamim. Mr. General, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Great job. Great job. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Okay.
Yes, State of Leaders, kindly join us at the stage. Please, State of Leaders, kindly join us at the stage. Head of States, kindly join us at the stage. Please, all the Head of States, kindly join us at the stage. Excuse me, Head of States, kindly join us at the stage. All Head of States, kindly join us at the stage. Kindly, all the leaders, join us at the stage. Thank you.
السيد الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي رئيس جمهورية مصر العربية. His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, the President of the Arab Republic of Egypt.
تفضلوا.
Kindly be seated.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of God, the gracious,
أصحاب
the most
الجلالة والفخامة
merciful, Your
والسمو.
Excellencies, Your
السلام
Majesties,
عليكم ورحمة
Excellencies,
الله
and Highnesses, peace be upon
أرحب
you and
بكم
God's
جميعاً
blessings. I
في
welcome
قمة
you
شرم
all
الشيخ
to Sharm
للسلام.
el-Sheikh Peace Summit.
في هذه اللحظة
At
في هذه اللحظة التاريخية
At this
الفارقة
historic
التي شهدنا
milestone
فيها
where
معا
we all together
التوصل
have
لاتفاق
witnessed
شرم
the
الشيخ
reaching of Sharm el-Sheikh
لإنهاء
agreement
الحرب
on ending
في
war
غزة
in Gaza
وميلاد
and
بارقة
the
الأمل
birth of a glimpse of hope
فأن يغلق هذا
that
الاتفاق
such deal
صفحة
ends
أليمة
an
في تاريخ
agonizing
البشرية
chapter in the history of mankind
ويفتح الباب
and
لعهد
opens the
جديد
door, ushering
من
in a
السلام
new era
والاستقرار
of
في الشرق
peace and
الأوسط
stability in the Middle East.
ويمنح شعوب
The deal
المنطقة
offers a
التي
better
أنهكتها الصراعات غد أفضل.
a better tomorrow to the
واليوم
conflict fatigue
نستقبل
that
القيادة
strained
الشجاعة
regional
المحبة للسلام
populations. And
والذي
now
ساهمت جهوده في إنهاء الصراع وتحقيق الأمن والتنمية في منطقتنا
receive the valorous
بل وفي
peace
العالم
leaders
اسمحوا لي
that attained
أن
peace
أدعو
in the
فخامة
entire
الرئيس
world. Allow me
الأمريكي دونالد
to
ترامب
invite His
إلى الانضمام إلى
Excellency
قادة
the
العالم
American
الداعين
President
إلى
Donald
السلام.
Trump to join the peace lovers leaders who advocate for peace in the world.
وأود أن أعرب عن تقديرنا البالغ
to
لكم
express
وقيادتكم
our
الحكيمة لتلك المسيرة
profound
في ظل ظرف بالغ الدقة
to
بما انعكس
Your
في طرح
Excellency
خطتكم
at this critical
لإنهاء
circumstance
هذه الحرب
reflected in your
المأساوية
proposed plan for ending
والتي
this
خسرت معها
tragic
الإنسانية
a
الكثير.
war during which humanity
وأود أن
incurred
أشكر
significant
شركائنا
losses. I
في
would
الولايات
like
المتحدة
to thank
وتركيا
our
وقطر
partners in
على جهودهم
United
المخلصة
States, Turkey and Qatar
وأعيد
for
التأكيد
their
على دعمنا
dedicated efforts.
وتطلعنا
And I
لتنفيذ
reiterate
هذه
our
الخطة
support and
بما
aspiration to
يخلق
the
الأفق
execution of
السياسي
this
اللازم
plan, creating the
لتنفيذ
essential
حل
political
الدولتين
horizon for the
باعتباره السبيل
implementation of the
الوحيد
two-state
نحو
solution,
تحقيق
for
الطموح
it is the only
المشروع
pathway to the
للشعبين
fulfillment of the
الفلسطيني
legitimate ambition of both
والإسرائيلي
Palestinian
في
and
طي صفحة
Israeli
الصراع
peoples,
والعيش بأمان.
turning over the conflict page
لقد
and safely
أثبتتم
live.
فخامة الرئيس
Excellency President,
أن
you
القيادة
have
الحقيقية ليست في
demonstrated
شأن
that genuine
الحروب
leadership
وإنما
doesn't
في
mean
القدرة
war
على
waging,
إنهائها.
rather the ability
ونحن
to
على
bring it to a
ثقة
halt.
في
We
قيادتكم
trust
لتنفيذ
your
الاتفاق الحالي
leadership that is capable
وتنفيذ
to carry out
خطتكم
the current deal
بكافة
and to
مراحلها.
execute your
فخامة
entire
الرئيس،
staged plan. Excellency
فلتكن حرب غزة
President, let
آخر
Gaza war
الحروب
be the
في
last
الشرق
of
الأوسط.
wars in the Middle East.
أصحاب الجلالة والفخامة
Majesties,
والسمو،
Excellencies and Highnesses,
لقد دشنت مصر مسار
Egypt
السلام
launched
في
peace
الشرق
trajectory
الأوسط
in the Middle East
قبل ما يقارب نصف قرن،
nearly half a century
وتحديداً
ago, specifically
في نوفمبر
in
عام
November
1977
1977.
عندما أقدم الرئيس
When
أنور
the late
السادات
President Anwar
رحمه الله
Sadat, may God
بخطى
shower him with
ثابتة
his
غير
mercy,
مسبوقة
took
في
unprecedented
تاريخ
steady
المنطقة
moves in the
وبادر
history of the
بزيارة
region and
تاريخية إلى
initiated
القدس.
the historic visit
ومنذ
to
تلك اللحظة
Jerusalem.
أطلقت
Since
مصر
that
عهدا
moment, Egypt
جديدا
has established a new
عهد
era,
الأجيال
granting
اللاحقة
posterities
فرصة
a
للحياة
chance for life,
وأثبت أن
and
أمن
proved
الشعوب
that
لا
people's
يتحقق
security
بالقوة
is
العسكرية
not
فقط
only realized by
واليوم
military force.
تعيد مصر
Today,
التأكيد
Egypt
ومع
along
شقيقاتها
with
العربية
its
والإسلامية
sisterly Arab and Islamic
على أن
states
السلام يظل
reiterate
خيارنا
that peace
الاستراتيجي
remains our
وأن
strategic
التجربة
option.
أثبتت على
Experience
مدار العقود
showed over
الماضية
the past
أن
decades
هذا الخيار
that this
لا
option
يمكن أن
cannot be
يتأسس
founded
إلا على العدالة
except through
والمساواة في
justice and
الحقوق.
equal rights.
من هذا المنطلق
Based on this,
وإذا كانت شعوب
and
المنطقة وما
if the
زالت
whole regional populations
تنعم
have always
جميعها
been
بحقها في
relishing
دولها
the right
الوطنية
to their
المستقلة
independent nations,
فإن الشعب
the
الفلسطيني ليس
Palestinian
استثناء
people is not an
هو أيضا
exception.
له حق
They too have the
فأن
right
يقرر مصيره
to
وأن
self-determination
يتطلع
and
إلى
to aspire
مستقبل
for a
لا
future
يخيم عليه
where war
شبح الحرب
doesn't loom over.
وحق في أن
Own
ينعم
the right
بالحرية
to enjoy
والعيش في
freedom
دولته
and to live
المستقلة
in their
دولة
independent state.
تعيش
A
جنبا
state
إلى جنب
that lives
مع
side by
إسرائيل
side with
في
Israel
سلام
in
وأمن
peace,
واعتراف
security and
متبادل.
mutual recognition.
إن السلام
Peace
لا تصنعه
is not
الحكومات
only
وحدها
crafted by governments
تبنيه
but
الشعوب.
also
حين
built
تتيقن
by peoples
أن
when
خصوم
they
الأمس
realize that
يمكن أن
yesterday's
يصبحوا
rivals could
شركاء
be
الغد.
tomorrow's partners.
وأنني إذا أغتنم
I
هذه
avail
المناسبة
this opportunity
لأتوجه بنداء إلى شعب
to
إسرائيل
appeal
وأقول
to the Israeli people.
فلنجعل
I
هذه
say,
اللحظة
let us
التاريخية
turn this historic
بداية
moment
جديدة
into a new
لحياة
beginning
تسودها
of
العدالة والتعايش
justice
السلمي.
and peaceful
دعونا
coexistence
نتطلع سويا
prevalent life.
لمستقبل
Allow us to
أفضل
look
لأبناء
forward together to a
بلادنا
better future
معا.
for the sons of
مدوا
our
أيديكم
nations.
لنتعاون في
Together,
تحقيق
stretch
السلام
out our
العادل
hands for our
والدائم
cooperation
لجميع شعوب
towards a
المنطقة.
just and durable peace for the entire
فخامة
regional
الرئيس ترامب،
populations. Excellency
علينا أن
President Trump,
نتوقف عند
let
مشاهد
us
الارتياح
pause
والسعادة
at the scenes of
التي عمت
overwhelming relief
سواء
and
في شوارع
happiness,
غزة
whether
أو
down the
الشارع
streets in
الإسرائيلي
Gaza or
أو في
in
العالم
Israel
كله
alike, or
على
in
حد
the
سواء
entire
عقب
world
التوصل
after reaching
لاتفاق إنهاء
the
الحرب.
war-ending
بفضل
agreement.
مبادرتكم
Thanks to your
الحكيمة
wise
فيها
initiative,
دليل آخر
it is another
على أن الخيار
evidence to the
المشترك للشعوب
people's
هو السلام.
option
كما
is
نقدر
peace.
لكم
We value as well your interest in resuming life in Gaza. Egypt will work with the United States and in coordination with all partners during the forthcoming days to lay down the common ground for proceeding towards the strip reconstruction without delay. In this context, we are willing to host early recovery, reconstruction and development conference, which would be based on your plan for ending the war in Gaza in order to provide livelihoods and to give hope to the Palestinians on their lands. Peace cannot be completed until hands are extended for rebuilding in the aftermath of devastation. Majesties, Excellencies and Highnesses, we look ahead to a bright future to our region, as its cities are built on hope rather on burying the memories of its inhabitants under the rubble. We have a unique and historic opportunity at hand. It might be the last to come to a Middle East free from whatever menacing its stability and progress. A Middle East where its populations relish peace and decent existence within its secured borders and safeguarded rights. A Middle East that is invincible to terrorism and radicalization. A Middle East free from mass destructive weapons. This is the very new Middle East that Egypt envisions to be embedded in collaboration with regional and international partners. Today's agreement paves the way for that, and it should be cemented and implemented in all its stages, and to reach the implementation of the two-state solution enduring our joint vision, exemplifying coexistence among the regional populations, even exemplifying integration among all its states. Honorable attendees, before I conclude my speech, and in appreciation to President Donald Trump's efforts, I would like to declare before the August attendees Egypt's decree to decorate His Excellency with the Order of the Nile, the highest state honor among Egyptian decorations. It is awarded to heads of states and to those who render great services to humankind. Thank you all. Now I invite the honorable guest to deliver his speech. Excellency President Trump, kindly proceed. The floor is yours.
Well, thank you very much, and that was a great honor. I appreciate it very much, Mr. President. Mr. General, Mr. President, great General, great President, thank you very much. This is the day that people across the region and around the world have been working, striving, hoping, and praying for. They have done things over the last month that I think were really unthinkable. Nobody thought this could happen. With the historic agreement we've just signed, those prayers of millions have finally been answered. As you know, the hostages have been returned, and further work goes on having to do with the, sadly to say, bodies. Together we've achieved what everybody said was impossible. At long last, we have peace in the Middle East, and it's a very simple expression, peace in the Middle East, and we've heard it for many years, but nobody thought it could ever get there, and now we're there. I want to congratulate everybody sitting in these first few rows and standing behind me. I don't know why they chose to stand, but I promise I'll make it short, okay? We are not going to keep you standing for long. These are great leaders. After years of suffering and bloodshed, the war in Gaza is over. Humanitarian aid is now pouring in, including hundreds of truckloads of food, medical equipment, and other supplies, much of it paid for by people in this room. Civilians are returning to their homes. The hostages are reuniting. I mean, it's beautiful. I'm just watching it backstage. The level of love and sorrow, I've never seen anything like it. It's amazing when you see they haven't seen their mother, their father. They haven't seen them in such a long time, and they lived in a tunnel, a very little tunnel, very deep, And the level of love is just incredible. It's a beautiful thing to see. It's, in one sense, it's so horrible that it could have taken place, but in another sense, it's so beautiful to see a new and beautiful day is rising, and now the rebuilding begins. The rebuilding is maybe going to be the easiest part. I think we've done a lot of the hardest part, because the rest comes together. We all know how to rebuild, and we know how to build better than anybody in the world. I want to express my tremendous gratitude to the Arab and Muslim nations who helped make this incredible breakthrough possible. And you really did. To President El-Sisi of Egypt, who is so generously hosting us today. And I want to thank you for the outstanding job your country is doing in so many different ways, and for helping us so much with this peace agreement. I also want to thank the President for the escort of 6 fighter jets. Oh, we looked out the window, we said, I hope they're friendly, and they turned out to be very friendly. But we had 3 on each side, and they are beauties right out of the great, really American manufacturing hub. We make the greatest military equipment in the world. We have the strongest military in the world by far. And I knew exactly what those planes were, and I knew exactly how much you paid for those planes, too. You paid a lot, but you got a pretty good deal. And they are great planes, and we just appreciate it. That was quite an escort in. It was very impressive. But Air Force One was really, it was covered with Egyptian desert just a few months ago. If you think about it, just a few months ago it was Egyptian desert, and now it was just a few feet off our window. And it was a spectacular sight, and I appreciate it very much. Really, that was pretty good. You got our people by surprise. I don't know if they were thrilled right at the beginning, but they were thrilled as we sailed along very, very calmly and safely. And I'm deeply honored to receive from you, Egypt's highest state honor, the Order of the Nile. The Nile is so beautiful, so magnificent. It's such a beautiful title, the Order of the Nile. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Appreciate it. Great honor. I also want to give a very special thanks to the Emir of Qatar, a man who's outstanding. He's been a friend of mine for a long time, long before politics, and he's a fantastically respected man. His Highness Sheikh Tamim is respected by everybody. He's respected by everybody, and in the most positive way, not only because of power, because of his heart. He's got a tremendous heart. And he's a great leader, and his country loves him. Thank you very much for being here. It's an honor. Let me also express our condolences to the Qataris on the tragic car crash that claimed the lives of your cherished diplomats, some of whom were known by our people, and they were supposed to be incredible people. So please extend our sorrow and best wishes. That was tough. That was really tough. On this extraordinary occasion, I also want to give our sincere thanks to President Erdogan of Turkey. He's always there when I need him. He's such a tough guy. He is tough as you can be, but we love him. And when they have a problem with you, they always call me to handle it. And usually I come through. We just have a good relationship, and we have from the beginning. And so I want to thank you very much and say hello to your wife, your beautiful wife, and it's great to be with you. Always there. When I need him, he's always there. Thank you very much, Mr. President. And I also want to thank, I just spoke to him on the phone, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed, Saudi Arabia, a special friend of mine. He's come so long and so far, and he's doing a fantastic job for his country. And I want to just thank him. And His Highness Sheikh Mohammed of the United Arab Emirates is here. Where? He's here someplace. Well, he's not here. But he's here in spirit, I can tell you that. And he's been another one. He's been absolutely incredible, and we appreciate it very much. And His Majesty King Abdullah of Jordan. And thank you very much, King Abdul of Jordan. He's here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And you really have been a great helper. We appreciate it. Appreciate it. Prime Minister Sharif of Pakistan, and also I have to say my favorite field marshal from Pakistan, who's not here, but The Prime Minister is here, and you're going to give his regards. Where are you? There you go. Thank you very much. Do you want to say what you said to me the other day? Come, would you like to say what you said the other day? I think it was so nice. Please.
Thank you very much, my dear President Trump, my dear brother President Fathi al-Sisi of Egypt, Majesties, Highnesses, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good evening. Well, I would say today is one of the greatest days in contemporary history because peace has been achieved after untiring efforts led by President Trump, who is genuinely a man of peace, who has relentlessly and untiringly worked throughout these months, day in and day out, to make this world a place to live with peace and prosperity. I would say that Pakistan had nominated President Donald Trump for Nobel Peace Prize for his outstanding, extraordinary contributions to first stop war between India and Pakistan and then achieve ceasefire along with his very wonderful team. And today, again, I would like to nominate this great president for Nobel Peace Prize because I genuinely feel that he is the most genuine and most wonderful candidate for Peace Prize because he has brought not only peace in South Asia, saved millions of people, their lives. And today, here in Sharm el-Sheikh, achieving peace in Gaza is saving millions of lives in the Middle East. Mr. President, I would like to salute you for your exemplary leadership, visionary leadership, and I think that you are the man this world needed most at this point in time. World would always remember you as a man who did everything, went out of the way to stop 7 and today 8 wars. I would like to thank my very dear brother, Sheikh Tamim. He's Akh al-Shakik, who has really worked very hard along with others to achieve peace in this region. My very dear brother, President Tayyip Erdogan, His Majesty, King Abdullah, and of course my very dear brother, Mohammed bin Zayed of UAE, and of course my very dear brother, Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. And he has also been very, very helpful and contributed very valuably in this wonderful peace process. Ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't want to take more of your time. Suffice it to say, had it not been for this gentleman, not only, who knows, India and Pakistan are both nuclear powers. Had he not intervened along with his wonderful team, during those 4 days, the war could have escalated to a level. Who would have lived to tell what happened? And similarly, here in this part of the world, in the Middle East, Mr. President, your valuable contribution along with President Sisi, I think history will remember in golden words. I wouldn't say more accept. God bless you. God give you long life to serve like this for all time to come. Thank you very much. Very kind.
Wow, I didn't expect that. Let's go home. There's nothing more I have to say. Goodbye, everybody. That was really beautiful and beautifully delivered. Wow, thank you very much. Also with us is President Prabowo, a very incredible man, of Indonesia. President, come in. Great job. President Abbas of the Palestinian Authority. See, we have them all. We have them all. Good, great. It's good to have you. And so many others. I really have a list here. This first three rows and what's standing behind me, I don't know why they chose to stand, but that's there. They're going to be very famous tomorrow, all of them. We have the Arab League is represented by His Excellency, and thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much. We have Armenia, and Azerbaijan. That's a little war that we stopped. That's a little war. There they are. Look at them. They're sitting. When I met with them, it was in the Oval Office. They fought for like 31 years or some crazy number. And they had one sitting on that side of the Oval Office, one sitting. By the time we finished in 1 hour, they were both hugging each other. And now they're friends and they're getting along great. Look at it. So I want to thank you both. That's incredible. Really incredible. So you have Armenia and you have Bahrain, you have Canada. It's so great to have, in fact, the president called and he wanted to know if it's worthwhile. He knew exactly what it was. He knew the importance. Where's Canada, by the way? Where are you? Where are you? He knew the importance of this. He said, I want to be there. So many people have done that. They called. I mean, they heard about it. And these are not people that can do that very easily. They have pretty big schedules to put it in mind. The most powerful people. And I appreciate you being here very much, Mr. President. Fantastic. Fantastic. And Cyprus, Egypt, the European Union, it's a lot of countries. France, thank you very much, Emmanuel. I would imagine Emmanuel standing someplace behind me. Where is he? I can't believe it. You're taking a low-key approach today. He's my friend. That's great. Good job. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Germany, the new Chancellor of Germany he's easy to spot because he's very tall and he's very smart and he's doing a fantastic job for his country. Appreciate it very much. And congratulations, a big election. That was a big one. That was going to change things. Greece, we have Greece. We have Hungary. Oh, Victor, where is Victor? Victor. We love Victor. Victor, I call him. You know, I put the little accent on it. You are fantastic, all right? I know a lot of people don't agree with me, but I'm the only one that matters. You are fantastic. He's a great leader. I endorsed him the last election he had, and he won by 28 points. So you're going to do even better this time. You have another election, and you're going to do great, and we appreciate it, and we're behind you 100%. That's Hungary. India is a great country with a very good friend of mine at the top, and he's just done a fantastic job. And I think that Pakistan and India are going to live very nicely together, right? That's not a very, they are. And they're two great, I'd say, leaders, great leaders as far as I'm concerned. Indonesia, we covered, and I just want to say that that's a big country, a powerful country. It does unbelievably well, and it's great to have you. Iraq, we have Iraq with lots of oil. They have so much oil, they don't know what to do with it. That's a big problem when you have so much, you have no idea what to do with it. So thank you very much thank you very much. Italy, we have a young woman who's I'm not allowed to say it because usually it's the end of your political career if you say it. She's a beautiful young woman. Now, if you use the word beautiful in the United States about a woman, that's the end of your political career, but I'll take my chances. Where is she? There she is. You don't mind being called beautiful, right? Because you are. Thank you very much for coming. We appreciate it. She wanted to be here, and she's incredible, and they really respect her in Italy. She's a very successful politician. We have Norway. Oh, Norway. Norway. What happened, Norway? What happened? Where's Norway? Where is he? We have Johnny. We're going to the World Cup. I can tell you that. Where's Norway? I don't think he wants to stand. Oh, he's back there. There we have Norway. Oman. Again, we have Paraguay. We have really fantastic representative from Saudi Arabia. Thank you very much. I'll tell you what, and this time we'll get you the best seat. He always gets the best seat. He deserves the best seat. But what a great place it is. Spain. Where's Spain? Are you guys working on him with respect to the GDP? We'll get close. We'll get close. But fantastic job you're doing. And UAE, which is great. United Kingdom. Where's United Kingdom? Where's my friend? Where? Come here. Is everything going good? Very good. It's very nice that you're here. These people all came in like 20-minute notice, and I think it's fantastic. And we have so many others, and just so many others. And it's such a compliment to what we're doing, because what we've done is something very unique and very special. So it's perhaps the wealthiest and most powerful group of nations ever assembled at one time, which is a big thing. We have achieved together in recent days a change that really is historic, and it's going to be remembered forever. And I want to thank the American team for their amazing work, and I want to thank, I think he'll go down as the greatest Secretary of State in the history of our country. I really believe that, Marco, or I wouldn't say it. Marco Rubio, I wouldn't say it. Maybe I would. You're doing a great job. I'll tell you, he's on course to do it. We've done a lot of work in 9 months. We've done a lot of work. I say that, 1 year ago, a little more, but 1 year ago, America, the United States of America was a dead country. The king told me, and I use that, he said, sir, 1 year ago it was a dead country. Today you have the hottest country anywhere in the world, and it is. It's the hottest country. So many investors are here. We have over $17 trillion being invested in the United States, which is a record that nobody has ever beaten. I don't think anybody will. And we still have 4 months to go before it's a year. So in 8 months, we have over 17 trillion. We're actually very close to $18 trillion. There's never been, as an example, the previous administration had less than $1 trillion over 4 years. We have, we're close to breaking $18 trillion in 8 months. That's pretty amazing. No country's ever done that. I want to also thank Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and my son-in-law and a great guy, Jared Kushner. And I even have my daughter here, Ivanka. Ivanka, please stand up. Ivanka's here. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Ivanka. We have a great team, and we have, as you know, General Raisin Kane. We have John Radcliffe. We have Tom Barrack. We have really a lot of good talent. We have Pete Hegseth, who's now Department of War as opposed to Department of Defense. We made a little change. Somehow I like the name better, so do you, so do a lot of people. But the momentous breakthrough that we're here to celebrate tonight is more than the end of the war in Gaza. It's with God's help, it'll be the new beginning for an entire beautiful Middle East. From this moment forward, we can build a region that's strong and stable and prosperous and united in rejecting the path of terror once and for all. We want to get rid of the terror and get on to other things. There are many other things in life that are so good. The final sprint to this deal began less than 3 weeks ago on the sidelines of the United Nations in New York. I met with many of the people in this room, and it all just started coming together. I've known so many of you for so long. You're friends of mine. You're great people. I have a couple I don't like in particular, but I won't tell you who. I have actually a few of them I don't like at all, but you'll never find out who they are. Well, maybe you will, come to think of it. But I have most of you who I like a lot, and I respect a lot. Maybe that's more important. We listened, and we exchanged ideas, and we kept pushing forward until the job was done, and the first steps to peace are always the hardest. And today we've taken them and we've put them all together, and we've come up with this beautiful mix like nobody thought was possible. And as you know, I've just come from Israel. It was an amazing day to watch the hostages come in and to watch all of the other things and do all of the other things that we did. And like all of us here this evening, the Israeli people are overjoyed that the war has ended. Many of you have had dancing in the streets. They had dancing in the streets. And they've been dancing for weeks now once they heard about this, and they heard that it was even a possibility. They're elated at the arrival of the hostages and excited to begin this new chapter for the entire region, and it's going to be that, and they are going to be great partners, and I hope everybody's going to join the Abraham Accord. I like to say the Avraham. I love Avraham. But somehow it doesn't sound as good when I say it as it does when some of my other friends say it who are from the region. But we're going to get a lot of people joining the Abraham Accords. We have the 4 great nations that did it early on, and they stayed with it. And then you had the Biden administration, which is the worst administration in the history of our country. And obviously they did nothing on that and anything else. And so it stayed at 4. And now a lot of people, even today, they're talking about all joining up. So many people have talked to me about that, and it's going to be a great tribute to really the United States. I mean, the United States has worked very hard in the Middle East, so it would be a tribute to us and to Jared and to Steve and to all of the people, Marco, all of the people that have worked so hard on that. And it really is going to it's going to guarantee that it all stays together. You're going to do well, because the 4 nations do very well. I mean, they do extremely, as they're wealthy, but they're a lot wealthier because of it. So I hope everybody's now joining up. Now we have no excuses. We don't have a Gaza, and we don't have an Iran as an excuse. That was a good excuse, but we don't have that anymore. All the momentum now is toward a great, glorious, and lasting peace. And our commitment to fulfilling the 20-point plan we developed together will be the crucial foundation for achieving that bright future. And it's being worked on right now as we speak. And we're actually in stage 3 and 4. It's not going to be, just divided down so simply. We can be long advanced on some of the things that we say we're going to do. We can take them out of order in a positive way, and we've shown how it can be done with responsible nations like the people in this room, these incredible people in this room, setting aside their differences, seeking common ground, and pursuing a better world for all of us. And that spirit's my dream, that we all get together and enjoy our life. And we're going to put some of you on the Board of Peace. Everybody wants to be on the Board of Peace. They said, would you be the chairman? I say, I'm pretty busy too. But whatever we can do to have peace in the Middle East, it's worth it. But everybody wants to go on the Board of Peace, so we're probably going to enlarge it. We're going to get, and the leaders, the top people, the top leaders, they want to be on the Board of Peace. A beautiful term. At first I wasn't sure, and then I realized how beautiful it is. And for the people of Gaza, the focus now must be on restoring the basics of a good life. We're going to have a lot of money coming into Gaza and a lot of rebuilding and building. It's not so much rebuilding, it's really building, cleaning up and building. And I'm pleased to announce that numerous countries of great wealth and power and dignity have come forward to me, and just today and over the last week, to say they want to help in the reconstruction of Gaza, putting up whatever money is necessary. And the money is, of course, it's a lot of money, but it's not much compared to the value or the wealth of these tremendous countries. And they are ensuring stability and success in the Middle East. So when you think about it, it's a very, very small amount of money is necessary, relatively speaking. And as those commitments are made, I'm going to let the world know who is doing it, because they really deserve great credit for doing it, and they're going to do something that's really monumental. This is a monumental day. This is a monumental moment in the history of the world beyond the Middle East. We've all agreed that supporting Gaza must be done to lift up the people themselves, but We don't want to fund anything having to do with bloodshed, hatred, or terror, as has happened in the past. And for the same reason, we're also agreed that Gaza's reconstruction requires that it be demilitarized and that a new, honest civilian police force must be allowed to create a safe condition for the people in Gaza. As I said earlier, I intend to be a partner in securing a better future. We're going to be working, you're going to be working with the United States, and we're going to make sure that the Middle East is going to be a safe and secure place. It's a very important place in the world, means so much. There were so many people who said the Middle East, and this has been going for many, many decades, I've read it many times, that World War III will begin in the Middle East. It's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. There was a time that you would have thought it could have, but it's not going to happen. There won't be World War III, hopefully at all, but it's not going to start in the Middle East. We're not going to have a World War III if we're smart. There'll never be a World War III. Our work begins right here and right now. From ancient times, this region has been extraordinarily mixed with respect to people, culture, religions, all of the different elements of national characters, unlike maybe anywhere else on earth. And for 3,000 years, there's been conflict. For whatever reason, there's been tremendous conflict, always conflict. But today, for the first time anyone can remember, we have a once-in-a-lifetime chance to put the old feuds and bitter hatreds behind us. And that's why so many people in this room, they didn't get along. Some did, some didn't, but they're getting along now. This has brought the people together. This is the first time the Middle East crisis has brought people together as opposed to driving them apart. And to declare that our future will not be ruled by the fights of the generations past, which is foolish. So together, let us continue in the spirit of cooperation and goodwill that has finally brought us to this incredible, historic breakthrough. If we do together, we will reach the Middle East's incredible destiny, a safe and prosperous and beautiful crossroads of culture and commerce, faith in humanity and geographic center. This will be the geographic center of the world. So I just want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank you all for what you've done and for this quick notice. It all came together just at one little period. It just came together. It's the greatest deals happen that way. If you do anything about deals, that's all I've done all my life is deals. The greatest deals just sort of happen. And that's what happened right here. And maybe this is going to be the greatest deal of them all, not just nation building, not just having to do with this or the political whims. This will be maybe the greatest deal of them all, period. And I want to thank all of you and all of these great nations and this region for what it's gone through and all of the fights it's had, or life over death and hope over strife and harmony over hatred. That's what we want. We want it to be that way because together we're going to forge a magnificent, great, and enduring peace. I want to just end by saying God bless you all. God bless the Middle East. God bless your countries. And God bless you. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. So if we could ask the media to leave, and we're going to have a little conversation with all of these great leaders, which will take 5 minutes, and we'll just talk for a couple of minutes. But if we could ask the media to leave, would be great. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. See you going back?
No, I'll go back. I'm glad you upgraded me to president.
Oh, did I say?
Great stuff. It's good. I started.
We said inside.
Great stuff. That was great.
Take care. Goodbye. Prime Minister. Take care. All the best.
Take care. Are you okay?
I will be in Washington in 8th of November. Goodbye. God bless.
So thank you, everybody. Come on over here. So to the leaders, I just want to thank you very much for being here. We'll be meeting again. We're going to be drawing some names. If you want to get involved on the Board of Peace, you'll let us know. And I just want to thank everybody. This is really a special occasion. Thank you all very much. We'll see you soon. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Prime Minister of Armenia, you remember? Thanks to you. God bless you. And now,
Mr. President, I'd like to support working class nomination. Yeah, I wonder if I would like to know is in a region not safe security. Can I meet Eric? I told Harry also. I told Harry